Because if I walk out and let it happen again, that means I made a lie to my mom. For her to sacrifice her life, give up everything for a young boy day in and day out and work hard. But I'll tell you this. You will recognize if I happens. You know why? They call me Emerald. Boom! Dive bomb Diego Hill.
He done took off the hat.
Oh man, it's also hot in my studio.
Oh man.
Like, so here's the thing. It was yeah. What was it? 22 CYN AML that was going down Roosevelt. You were a part of that. It was a good conglomerate of stuff that we had happen. Diego was right. He was young, maybe at that time in 22, 2 or 3 years into the business at that point in 22, somewhere around there, if I'm not mistaken. And the thing about me, man, and as long as I've been in this game, I've always been a real recognized, real situation. I've always said real life ain't no gimmick. I'm not one of those people that play wrestler and play everybody else's game. I am wrestler, and I do what I need to do for me to be able to achieve the things that I need to be able to achieve that I set out for in this business, as I've seen you do over these years since the last time that we faced each other. When you say you're not the same, I firmly believe that you shouldn't be the same. You wouldn't have been doing anybody in your life justice if you stayed the same over the years. You wouldn't have been doing yourself justice if that was the case. So that shouldn't be the situations. That's why I admitted you were an international superstar now. I admitted that you were the belt collector. I see all that because I study all of that whenever I know I'm getting ready to face somebody, especially somebody that I might have faced in the past or did for sure face in the past like yourself. To see what they've been doing over time. But the thing is, I wouldn't have been doing the people in my life justice or myself justice if I stayed where I was back in 22. Like you, I've traveled the world. Rome, Canada, went to we go to Germany. We went to the UK multiple times in multiple of these places. Even this next year, we're already setting foot in some new places in February and got some stuff over the summer. You know what I mean? So it's all one and the same. I've been belt collected. I've been blessed to have the opportunity and the skill set ultimately to be one of the longest reigning champions in OIWA history from when it was formed in 2021 when I was still the Universal Champion. You know, just like you, I set out to prove myself to the world, to get myself on a platform, to make sure and prove the validation that I knew that I had to everybody else. Not that I needed theirs, but I wanted to prove it to myself that I was who I said I was. So we choked out PCO in a no disqualifications match where I bladed up a venue that we ended up losing. I pinned Josh Alexander in the center of the ring. I just got through putting Matt Cardona on his ass here recently. Sidney Akeem put him down. Jacob Fatu, before he joined the E, put him down. You know, there's a lot of people that you and I have both been in the ring with that have been, quote unquote, in the grand majority of pro wrestling fans' eyes, above us, not necessarily skill-wise, but possibly like where they've been and what they've achieved. Because we all know at the end of the day, skill set has very little with necessarily getting contracts and stuff like that. And it has a lot to do with who you know and all that kind of stuff that plays a part into it, along with having that skill set. And so that's a huge part of it. And you honestly remind me of a lot of myself when I was around your age. You got started a little bit younger than I did. I didn't start this till I was 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 38 this next year, and I still haven't missed a step. I stay working out. I stay training in the ring. I stay putting on extremely high quality matches every time I'm in the ring. So when we meet this Sunday at Mall Mania at the Four Seasons Town Center, I think regardless of who ends up coming out top for this, you the belt collector, I was told that I need to put my title on the line at this match, so we're giving the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Diego, it's going to be a best man's win situation, and whoever has that fight in them, you know, like we both bring something different to the table. We're both still hungry in a multitude of ways. And I think that's going to bode well at the end of the day for the fans. And I think it's going to bode well for obviously one of us in that ring. You know what I mean? Because both of us are very fearless individuals. Both of us have a purpose in this business, stuff that we are fighting for. You just mentioned that you're fighting for your mom, your family, for yourself. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be doing them justice if something happens. Me, the same thing. I got 2 little girls that have been yelling my name the last 10 minutes to come eat dinner that I'm fighting for, that every time I step on a plane, they cry when I leave. And if I don't come back with the gold that they know that I have, the gold that they like to play with and walk around with and tell their friends about, I'm not doing them justice. I'm not doing my wife of 12 years justice. She's been with me 18 through some of my hardest moments justice. If I don't come back with this title, it's all legacy leaving. It's all legacy leaving. That's what you're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. And now we have this interference because both of us want to leave these lasting legacies and prove a point, and we got to clash about it on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We got to clash about it on Sunday. So once again, I'm, as my hat said that Brian wanted, it says no fear. You know what I mean? But it didn't matter what kind of match we had, whether it's a straight up singles, whether it's a 2 out of 3 falls, whether it's anything goes. Like you and I both been with the best of the best. You and I both had all these kind of matches at this point in our careers. You know what I mean? And now it's put up or shut up moment. And that's all it comes down to. It's either put up or shut up. And that's what matters. Who's going to be the man that comes out on top when we step in that ring? No excuses like a lot of people like to make. And I don't see you making an excuse if you get pinned on your back. I'm damn sure not going to make an excuse if I'm laying on my back. I can tell you that. I'm a man. Everybody saw, 800 million people saw me get my ass knocked out on Power Slap. Everybody knows I don't make excuses. I'm not scared of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I step up to the plate and do what I need to do for my family and those that are around me. And this Sunday is going to be no different. It's the second Mall Mania. Like I saw you at the first one. You know what I mean? I barely came out against Caprice Coleman on the last one. He got disqualified because he hit me with the belt with it, and so that was on him at that point. But I don't want any asterisk. I don't like asterisks on my record, and I want no asterisk on my record after this Sunday.
Damn. Yeah. I think enough has been said. Shit, I'm ready to see y'all fight. straight up. I'm ready. Like this right here, boy. Yeah. Whew. Y'all feel that? Am I the only one feel that energy? I feel tense. I need some tea. I'm excited to see y'all get in the ring, man. I can see that what both of you guys are bringing to this match is realness, is legacy, is authenticity,